Hey, welcome back. Get comfortable, close your eyes if you want, and let's talk about Minecraft. 70 facts, one at a time, nice and slow. No rush. Let's begin. Fact 1. Minecraft was created by just one person. His name is Marcus Persson, but most people know him as Notch. He started building the game in 2009, working on it mostly alone in his spare time. It was a passion project, a little cave-digging, block-placing game he shared with the internet. Nobody knew it would one day become the best-selling video game of all time. Just one guy, a keyboard, and an idea. Fact 2. The very first version of Minecraft was made in just 6 days. 6 days. Notch built the core of the game, the world generation, the blocks, the basic movement. In less than a week, he released it publicly on May 17th, 2009. It was rough, it was bare bones, but people fell in love with it almost immediately. Sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful. Fact 3. Minecraft has sold over 300 million copies across all platforms. That makes it the best-selling video game ever made. More than Tetris, more than GTA, more than any other game in history. It's been played by people in almost every country on Earth. Children, adults, grandparents. People who've never considered themselves gamers. There's something about it that reaches everyone. Fact 4. The iconic creeper, that silent, hissing, explosive green monster, was actually a mistake. Notch was trying to code a pig, but he accidentally mixed up the height and width values. The result was a tall, weirdly proportioned creature that looked nothing like a pig. Instead of deleting it, he gave it a personality. Now, the creeper is one of the most recognizable characters in all of gaming. Fact 5. Minecraft's world is technically almost infinite. The game generates terrain as you explore, stretching out in every direction. The playable area is around 60 million kilometers wide. For reference, that's about 400 times the diameter of Earth. You could walk for your entire life and never reach the edge. Somewhere out there in that infinite world, there are mountains nobody has ever seen. Fact 6. Microsoft bought Minecraft in 2014 for $2.5 billion. That's billion with a B. Notch sold the game and the studio he built around it, Mojang, and stepped away. He said the game had grown bigger than he ever imagined, and he wasn't sure he was the right person to guide it anymore. It was a quiet, honest thing to say. The game went on. He went on, and both of them did fine. Fact 7. There is a rare event in Minecraft where lightning strikes a pig, and it transforms into a zombified piglin. It doesn't happen often. Most players have never seen it. But somewhere in some world, during some storm, it's probably happening right now, a little pink pig standing in a field, a bolt of lightning, and then something altogether different standing in its place. Fact 8. The Enderman was inspired by a creepypasta, an internet horror story, called Slender Man, that tall, faceless figure that appears in the dark. The Enderman shares that same unsettling energy, very tall, very thin, totally silent until you look at it. And then it screams, and it teleports, and it comes for you. The developers wanted something that felt wrong in a way that was hard to explain. They succeeded. Fact 9. Minecraft has its own dedicated education edition, used by teachers in over 115 countries. Kids use it to learn history, math, science, architecture, even coding. There are classroom worlds built to recreate ancient Rome, the human body, and the solar system. A game made for fun became a tool for learning, without anyone really planning for it. That's a kind of magic when you think about it. Fact 10. Every Minecraft world is generated using something called a seed, a string of numbers that tells the game exactly how to build a terrain. If 2 people enter the same seed, they get the exact same world, the same mountains, the same caves, the same village in the same valley. Somewhere out there are people sleeping in completely different countries who have the exact same world waiting for them when they wake up. Fact 11. Minecraft has no official story. There's no quest, no cutscene, no narrator telling you what to do or why. You wake up in a world with nothing, and everything after that is your choice. Some people build houses. Some people dig straight down for hours. Some people spend weeks recreating entire cities. The game never tells you that you're doing it wrong. That kind of freedom is rarer than it sounds. Fact 12. The Ender Dragon is the closest thing Minecraft has to a final boss. She lives in a place called the End, a dark, floating void filled with tall black pillars and thousands of Endermen. Defeating her triggers the game's only real cutscene, a long, strange poem about creation and meaning and the nature of the world. Most players read it once, feel quietly moved, and then go back to building. It's that kind of game. Fact 13. Diamonds in Minecraft are found deep underground, close to the bedrock layer. For years, players searched at a specific depth called Y level 12, the sweet spot where diamonds were most common. Then in 2022, a major update changed everything. The best level shifted down to Y level minus 58, an entire generation of mining wisdom rewritten overnight. Even in a block game, the ground shifts beneath you. Fact 14. Wolves in Minecraft can be tamed using bones. Once tamed, they follow you everywhere, through forests, into caves, across oceans. They sit when you tell them to. They fight for you when something attacks. They wag their tails when you're nearby. Players have been naming their Minecraft wolves and mourning them when they die for 15 years. It turns out you don't need realistic graphics to feel genuinely attached to a dog. Fact 15. There is a structure in Minecraft called the Woodland Mansion. It spawns rarely, deep in the middle of dark oak forests, far from where most players ever venture. Inside, there are traps, secret rooms, and a hostile mob called the Evoker, who summons floating fangs on the floor. Some players have spent hours searching for a woodland mansion. Some have never found one. They're out there, though, patient and dark and waiting. Fact 16. The sound design in Minecraft is a huge part of why it feels the way it does. The ambient cave sounds, those distant clangs, moans, and echoes, were designed to be unsettling on purpose. They don't mean anything. There's nothing there, but your brain doesn't know that. Players have been spooked by those sounds since 2011, spinning around in empty tunnels, torch in hand, completely alone. Fact 17. Minecraft has a block called a note block. Place it down, hit it, and it plays a musical note. The pitch changes depending on what block it sits on top of. Players have used note blocks to recreate full songs inside the game. Beethoven, video game soundtracks, pop songs, lullabies. Entire concert halls built out of wood and redstone, playing music in a world made of cubes. People are endlessly creative when you give them simple tools. Fact 18. The Nether, Minecraft's underworld dimension, was added back in 2010. It's a place of red rock and lava seas, filled with fire and hostile creatures, but it also has a useful property. Every block you travel in the Nether equals 8 blocks in the overworld. Players use this to build nether highways, long tunnels through the Hell's Cape that let them travel enormous distances quickly. Even in a dimension of fire, someone will find a way to be efficient. Fact 19. Minecraft villagers have their own trading economy. They offer items in exchange for emeralds, and their prices change based on your reputation in the village. If you help defend a village from a raid, prices go down. If you attack a villager, prices go up and iron golems will hunt you. There is a whole social contract happening in the background, quietly, in a game that never explains any of it. Fact 20. The game has a block called sponge that absorbs water around it. It sounds simple, but in the right hands, sponge blocks are essential for draining ocean monuments, massive underwater temples filled with guardians and treasure. Players plan these raids carefully, carrying stacks of sponges, working methodically through flooded corridors. There is something deeply satisfying about watching a sponge pull the ocean back, one block at a time. Fact 21. Minecraft has a creature called the Phantom. It only spawns if you haven't slept for 3 in-game days. The longer you stay awake, the more phantoms appear, swooping down from the night sky to attack you. It was added after the community voted for it in a poll. The developers framed it as a game gently reminding you to rest, a flying monster that exists purely because you wouldn't go to bed. Fact 22. The tallest structure you can build in Minecraft reaches up to a height of 320 blocks above sea level. Players have built towers that reach that exact limit, enormous, impossible-looking columns stretching into clouds. Some have built entire skyscrapers, cathedrals, and space elevators that brush the ceiling of the world. And then they stand at the top and look out, and the world stretches in every direction, silent and infinite below them. Fact 23. There's a fish in Minecraft called the tropical fish. There are over 2,700 naturally occurring color and pattern combinations. Each one is procedurally generated, meaning the game assembles them randomly from a set of shapes and colors. The odds of finding a specific combination are astronomically small. Somewhere in some ocean, in some world nobody has ever visited, there's a fish no one has ever seen. Fact 24. Redstone is Minecraft's version of electricity. It's a dust-like material that can carry signals, power machines, open doors, and trigger mechanisms. Players have used it to build working calculators, combination locks, automatic farms, and fully functional computers inside the game. One player built a computer inside Minecraft that was powerful enough to run a very simple version of Minecraft inside it. A game within a game, built entirely from red dust and logic. Fact 25. The Steve skin, the default blue shirt, brown-haired character that represents the player, has been around since the very beginning. For years, nobody questioned it. Then in 2014, someone noticed that Steve appeared to have a beard. Not hair, a beard, rendered in 5 brown pixels across his face. The Minecraft community spent a week debating whether it was a beard or a mouth. Mojang eventually confirmed it was both. Nobody felt entirely satisfied with that answer. Fact 26. Minecraft chickens lay eggs on a timer. Every 5 to 10 minutes, a chicken will produce an egg. You can throw those eggs, and there's a small chance a chick will hatch from the impact. Players have built enormous automatic chicken farms that collect thousands of eggs and hatch them continuously, producing endless chickens and feathers and raw meat. A humble little bird, turned into an industrial operation by someone who just wanted to be efficient. Fact 27. There's a location in Minecraft called the Far Lands. It was a glitch that existed in very early versions of the game, a place at the extreme edge of the world where the terrain generation broke down and became a strange, twisted wall of impossible geometry. Mojang fixed it in 2011, but before that, a player named Kurt Jimak started walking toward the Far Lands to raise money for charity. He walked for years. The journey became legendary, a pilgrimage towards something that no longer existed. Fact 28. Minecraft bees were added in 2019, and the community fell immediately and completely in love with them. They're small and round, and they bounce gently when they fly. They pollinate flowers, produce honey, and get angry if you disturb their hive without a campfire nearby. Players built gardens and sanctuaries specifically for their bees. There were fan arts and plush toys within weeks. Sometimes a small, soft thing arrives in a world of stone and lava, and it just makes everything feel a little warmer. Fact 29. Minecraft has a game mode called Hardcore. It looks and plays like survival mode, with one difference. If you die, the world is deleted permanently. Everything you built, everything you found, every cave you mapped and mountain you climbed, gone. Players have spent hundreds of hours in hardcore worlds, building incredible things with that weight always present. The creations mean more because they could disappear. Some of them do. Fact 30. The music in Minecraft was composed by a musician named Daniel Rosenfeld, who goes by the name C418. He wrote the gentle, drifting pieces that play softly in the background while you dig and build and explore. He made them feel like memories of places you've never been. The most famous track is called Sweden. It's quiet and unhurried and a little melancholy, and millions of people associate it with some of the most peaceful moments they've ever had in a video game. Music has a long memory. Sonnet 4.6. Fact 31. Minecraft has a block called the Beacon. To craft one, you need a nether star, an item dropped only by the Wither, one of the hardest bosses in the game. Once built and activated on top of a pyramid of precious minerals, the beacon shoots a beam of light into the sky and grants nearby players special powers like speed or strength. It's visible from enormous distances, a lighthouse made of diamond and sacrifice, shining out across a world you built yourself. Fact 32. Squids were one of the first passive mobs added to Minecraft back in 2011. They float in the water, doing nothing in particular. They don't attack. They don't flee. They just drift. For years, players joked that squids were useless, a decoration more than a creature. Then glow squids were added in 2021, softly luminescent and beautiful, drifting through underground lakes in the dark. Sometimes something exists just to be quietly lovely. Fact 33. There's a rare structure in Minecraft called the Ancient City. It generates deep underground, in a biome of skulk and silence, far below where most players dig. The city is enormous and clearly old. Crumbling archways, long corridors, a strange altar at the center, and it is watched over by the warden, a blind creature that hunts entirely by sound and vibration. Players have to move slowly, carefully, barely breathing. The ancient city rewards patience and punishes noise. Fact 34. Minecraft skeletons are left-handed. If you watch carefully, they hold their bows in their right hand and draw with their left. This is actually backwards from how most archers are depicted in games. Nobody is entirely sure if it was intentional. It's one of those small details that most players never notice, and then once they do, they can't stop seeing it. The skeleton raises its bow. The arrow flies. The detail remains. Fact 35. The Minecraft world has a layer at the very bottom called bedrock. It cannot be mined, cannot be moved, cannot be destroyed in survival mode. It is the floor of the world, absolute and final. In real life, bedrock is the solid rock that lies beneath soil and sediment, the foundation everything sits on. Minecraft borrowed the name and the idea. No matter how deep you dig, eventually you reach something that doesn't move. There's something quietly reassuring about that. Fact 36. Parrots in Minecraft can be tamed with seeds and will sit on your shoulder as you walk. They mimic the sounds of nearby hostile mobs. Creepers hissing, zombies groaning, skeletons rattling, as a warning system. A parrot on your shoulder, whispering dangers into your ear as you move through the world. Players keep them not for utility but for company. A small, colorful presence in an often empty landscape. Fact 37. Minecraft has a structure called the Ocean Monument. It sits on the seafloor, enormous and ancient-looking, guarded by creatures called Guardians and Elder Guardians. The Elder Guardian can inflict a status effect called mining fatigue, which makes breaking blocks almost impossible, a defense mechanism built into the architecture of the place. The monument doesn't want you inside. It resists you. Getting in anyway requires planning, patience, and usually a lot of sponges. Fact 38. There are cats in Minecraft that can be tamed with raw fish. Once tamed, they follow you home and sleep on your bed. They also have a practical use. Creepers are afraid of cats and will flee rather than explode if a cat is nearby. Players discovered this and began keeping cats specifically as creeper deterrents. A soft, purring, fish-hungry little animal standing between you and oblivion. Cats have always known they were necessary. Fact 39. Minecraft has a block called the jukebox. Place a music disc inside, and it plays a song. There are 13 original music discs in the game, each found in different ways. Some in chests, some dropped by creepers killed by skeletons. Each track has its own mood. One sounds cheerful and wandering. One sounds like a storm. One called 11 is strange and distorted and unsettling, and nobody has ever fully agreed on what it means. It plays for exactly a minute and 11 seconds. Fact 40. Minecraft foxes sleep during the day and come out at night. They spawn in taiga biomes, cold forests of spruce trees and snow, and they move quickly and nervously, startling if you get too close. Baby foxes that spawn near a village will sometimes pick up items left on the ground and carry them in their mouths. Players have watched fox cubs trot to the snow carrying a sword or a flower or a piece of bread, completely unaware of what they're holding. The world is full of small, perfect moments if you move slowly enough to see them. Fact 41. Minecraft has a status effect called blindness. It shrinks your field of vision down to almost nothing, a tiny circle of light surrounded by absolute dark. It can be inflicted by certain potions or by the Elder Guardian deep in the Ocean Monument. Standing still while blind feels genuinely unsettling, even knowing it's a game. Darkness has a weight to it. Even a simulated darkness, made of pixels, in a world of cubes, reminds you how much you rely on being able to see. Fact 42. The Minecraft Wiki is one of the most detailed wikis on the internet. It contains over 14,000 articles covering every item, mob, mechanic, and piece of history in the game. Volunteers have spent years writing, updating, and maintaining it. There are pages dedicated to individual blocks, individual sounds, individual pixels on specific textures. Somewhere right now, someone is carefully editing a paragraph about the exact drop rate of a specific item from a specific mob at a specific difficulty level. Dedication takes many quiet forms. Fact 43. Igloos in Minecraft sometimes have a secret. On the surface, they look like simple snow structures, a bed, a furnace, a crafting table. But roughly half of all igloos have a hidden basement beneath a carpet on the floor. Down there, a ladder leads to a small room with a brewing stand, a chest full of supplies, and a zombie villager in a cage beside a regular villager. A story implied without a single word. Someone was trying to cure someone. Whether they succeeded is up to you. Fact 44. Minecraft has a craftable item called the Elytra, a pair of wings found in the end dimension. Inside floating structures called end cities. Equipping the Elytra lets you glide through the air, and combined with firework rockets, you can fly indefinitely across the world. After hours of digging and building and walking, suddenly the entire map opens up beneath you. Players describe the first time they flew with Elytra as one of the best moments in the game. The world looks different from above. Fact 45. There are structures in Minecraft called shipwrecks. They appear on the ocean floor or washed up on beaches, tilted and broken, though dark with age. Inside there are chests with maps, treasure, and supplies. They have no crew, no explanation, no history written down anywhere. Just a ship that went somewhere and didn't make it back. Players find them and loot them and sail on. The ocean keeps its reasons to itself. Fact 46. Minecraft has a mob called the Strider. It lives in the Nether, walking across the surface of lava lakes on long, trembling legs. It's passive, and you can saddle it and ride it across lava, using a warped fungus on a stick. The Strider shivers and turns purple when it steps off the lava onto solid ground. It's cold to them, away from the heat. A creature perfectly made for a world of fire, uncomfortable anywhere else. There's something tender about that. Fact 47. Minecraft has a difficulty setting called Peaceful. On Peaceful, all hostile mobs disappear. No creepers, no skeletons, no zombies. Health regenerates automatically. The world is completely safe. Some players use it as a creative space, building without interruption. Others use it to decompress, to just walk through forests and tend to farms and watch the sun set without anything threatening them. Millions of people have sat in a peaceful Minecraft world at the end of a hard day. The game meets you where you are. Fact 48. There's a Minecraft biome called the Mushroom Fields. It only generates on isolated islands, surrounded by deep ocean. The ground is made of a special block called mycelium, and giant mushrooms grow across the landscape. No hostile mobs spawn there, not even in the dark, not even at night. It is the only biome in the game where you are completely safe under the open sky. Players who find Mushroom Field islands sometimes build their homes there and never leave. A quiet island where nothing hunts you. Some people spend their whole lives looking for exactly that. Fact 49. Minecraft is a trading system with a wandering merchant who appears randomly in the world, accompanied by 2 llamas on leads. He offers rare and exotic items for emeralds, things from distant biomes you might not have found yet. He never stays long. After a day or two, he disappears without explanation, his llamas walking behind him into the distance. Players have chased after wandering traders for items they needed. Some made it. Some watched him vanish into the fog. Fact 50. You are halfway there. 50 fact about a world made of blocks, and there are 50 more still to go. Somewhere tonight, someone is mining deep underground with headphones in, listening to C418 in the dark. Someone is standing on top of a mountain. They spent an hour climbing, looking out at a world they generated by accident and somehow came to love. Someone is watching their first sunset in a new world, scrambling to build shelter before the night comes in. It's just a game. It's never just a game. Fact 51. Minecraft has a block called the skulk sensor. It detects vibrations, footsteps, item drops, projectiles. even the sound of a book being opened. It converts those vibrations into a redstone signal. Players have used skulk sensors to build motion-activated doors, alarms, and traps. But the reason they exist in the game is tied to the Warden, a creature born blind that built an entire sensory system out of the world around it. The skulk sensor isn't just a tool. It's an organ. Fact 52. There are naturally generated structures in Minecraft called ruins. They appear both above ground and underwater. Crumbling stone walls, broken floors, the suggestion of something that used to be whole. No lore explains them. No history is given. They exist the way ruins always exist, as proof that something was there before you, and that time passes, and that everything eventually returns to the ground it came from. You loot them and move on, and the world generates more ruins ahead of you. Fact 53. Minecraft has a mob called the Allay. It was added in 2022 after winning a community vote, beating out 2 other mob candidates. The Allay is a small, blue, fairy-like creature that loves music. Give it an item, and it will fly around collecting copies of that same item from the world and bringing them back to you. Place it near a jukebox playing music, and it dances. It cannot fight. It cannot defend itself. It exists entirely to help and to listen to music. The community voted for the gentlest possible thing and got exactly what they asked for. Fact 54. Minecraft pigs can be ridden using a saddle and a carrot on a stick. The carrot dangles in front of them, and they run toward it. Steer by whichever direction you point. It's not fast. It's not practical. There are much better ways to travel in Minecraft. But somewhere right now, someone is riding a pig through a meadow, laughing, going nowhere in particular. Because sometimes the point isn't efficiency. Sometimes the point is the pig. Fact 55. The Nether has a biome called the Soul Sand Valley. The floor is made of soul sand and soul soil, pale, soft blocks that slow your movement and, in the case of soul sand, make a faint whispering sound when you walk across it. Blue soul fire burns at the edges of the path. Enormous fossil structures of unknown creatures jut from the ground. Gas cry overhead. It is one of the most atmospheric places in the game, a valley of slow movement and quiet dread, where the ground itself seems to mourn. Fact 56. Minecraft has a crafting recipe for a clock. It shows you the position of the sun and moon, telling you whether it's day or night on the surface, even when you're deep underground. Players who spend long sessions mining carry clocks, so they know when it's safe to emerge. A small spinning disk that connects the underground to the sky above it. A reminder in the dark that the world is still turning. Fact 57. There is a Minecraft achievement called How Did We Get Here? To earn it, you must have every single status effect applied to your character simultaneously. All of them at once. There are over 24. Earning it requires months of preparation, precise timing, and either extraordinary coordination or extraordinary patience. Most players never attempt it. A small number have. The achievement gives no reward beyond the achievement itself. Some things are worth doing just to know that you did them. Fact 58. Minecraft has a mob called the Goat. It lives in mountain biomes, wandering along ridges and cliff sides with impressive balance. Goats will occasionally charge at players and mobs, ramming them with enough force to send them flying. They can also jump extraordinarily high, higher than almost any other creature in the game. Rarely, a screaming goat will spawn, identical to a normal goat except that it screams, loudly, without warning, in the middle of the quiet mountains. Players have been startled by screaming goats for years, and the surprise never quite fades. Fact 59. Minecraft has a structure called the Stronghold. It generates underground, buried beneath the surface, and it is the only place in the game that contains an end portal, the gateway to the final dimension. To find one, you have to use Eyes of Ender, throwing them into the air and following the direction they float. They lead you slowly, one throw at a time, towards something buried and ancient. It feels like a ritual. It feels like the game asking you how badly you want to see what comes next. Fact 60. Minecraft horses were added in 2013, and they change how players move through the world. A good horse, fast, with high health, could cover enormous distances quickly, making the infinite world feel slightly less overwhelming. Players bred horses carefully, looking for the best combinations of speed and stamina. They built stables and named their horses and felt genuine grief when they fell into lava. A generated creature with randomized statistics, and yet somehow completely irreplaceable. That's the quiet trick Minecraft keeps playing on you over and over again. Fact 61. Minecraft has a biome called the Dark Oak Forest, sometimes called the Dark Forest. The trees grow so closely together, and their canopies are so thick that it is almost always dark beneath them, even at midday. Hostile mobs can spawn there in full daylight. Players moving through a dark forest for the first time often don't realize why they keep getting attacked until they look up and notice the sky has disappeared. Some places are dangerous not because of what's in them, but because of what they keep out. Fact 62. There is a craftable item in Minecraft called the compass. In its default state, it always points toward your original spawn point, the place where you first appeared in the world. No matter how far you travel, the needle swings back. Players who get lost follow their compass home. There is something quietly affecting about a tool whose only purpose is to remember where you started. Some players carry one always. Some never use it. Some don't want to go back. Fact 63. Minecraft has a mob called the Drowned. They are zombies that have been underwater long enough to transform, waterlogged and slow, wandering the floors of rivers and oceans. Some of them carry tridents, rare and powerful weapons that can be thrown and recalled, that channel lightning during storms. The trident is one of the hardest weapons to obtain in the game. You have to find a drowned carrying one, defeat it, and hope it drops what it holds. Most don't. You wade through dark water and keep looking. Fact 64. The Minecraft sky changes throughout the day in ways most players absorb without thinking about. Dawn arrives in pale oranges and pinks. Midday is a clean, open blue. Dusk bleeds into deep reds and purples. Night brings stars and a moon that cycles through 8 phases over 8 in-game days. Players have built rooftop platforms just to watch the sky move. It costs nothing. It changes nothing. It is just beautiful, rendered in the simplest possible geometry, happening above everything else whether you notice it or not. Fact 65. Minecraft has a craftable item called the Spyglass, added in 2021. Hold it up and it zooms your view into the distance, a narrow circle of magnified world, everything beyond it darkened. Players use it to scout terrain, spot structures, watch mobs from a safe distance. But mostly, players use it the way people have always used spyglasses, to look at something far away and feel the quiet pleasure of bringing it closer. The world is large. It's nice to be able to reach into it. Fact 66. There's a Minecraft biome called the Badlands. It generates in dry, arid regions, and its defining feature is terracotta, a baked clay material that comes in layers of deep red, orange, yellow, and white, striped through the cliffs like geological history made visible. Mine shafts in Badlands biomes generate at the surface level rather than underground. They're wooden structures jutting from the cliff sides like abandoned scaffolding. The Badlands look like somewhere something happened a long time ago, and everyone who knew what was is gone. Fact 67. Minecraft has a mechanic called enchanting. Using a combination of experience points and a material called lapis lazuli, players can enchant their tools and armor with special abilities. Sharper swords, faster pickaxes, boots that reduce fall damage, helmets that let you breathe underwater. The enchantments are chosen from a list of options written in a fictional script called Standard Galactic Alphabet. Players decoded it years ago. The words are random and meaningless, but for a while, everyone thought the enchantment table was trying to tell them something. Fact 68. Pandas in Minecraft are rare, spawning only in jungle biomes, and each one has a hidden personality trait. Most are normal, but some are lazy, lying on their backs and refusing to move. Some are worried, with perpetually anxious expressions. Some are playful, rolling around instead of walking. And some are weak, sneezing more than the others. And when a baby panda sneezes, it startles the adults nearby and occasionally produces a slime ball. The world is built from details nobody asked for and everybody loves. Fact 69. Minecraft has a structure called the Bastion Remnant, found only in the Nether. It is a massive, dark fortress inhabited by piglins, gold-obsessed creatures who will attack you on sight unless you're wearing gold armor. If you wear even a single piece of gold, they leave you alone entirely. They will barter with you, exchanging items for gold ingots, a whole society with rules and values and a currency, living in a dimension of fire, where the right thing and you're a guest, where the wrong thing and you're a threat. Some worlds work exactly like that. Fact 70. Minecraft celebrated its 15th anniversary in 2024. 15 years of updates, of community, of worlds built and abandoned and revisited. 15 years of first nights spent punching trees, of diamond finds, of creeper explosions destroying hours of work, of quiet evenings building houses that no one else would ever see. The game that one person made in 6 days has now been part of more childhoods, more late nights, more shared memories than almost anything else in the history of games. It started as something small. It became something that people carry with them. That's not nothing. That's everything.